Today I'm going to do a mystery unboxing, but it's not entirely a mystery for me because I actually put all these things in the box. It's a pretty big box. Most of the stuff came out of my Nana's house after she passed away, and the things that we looked at and thought that we can't just hang on to everything. So we've decided to pass them on, but there's other things that have been added to it over the years as well. It's been sitting under a big table in my lounge room and added to with strange things. So we'll have a look at what's in here and do some discovering. Unfortunately, most of the things in here are damaged in some way, which is partly the reasons why we've chosen to pass them on. First thing is this wooden vase. I actually think this is pretty cool. I don't know how old it is. It has a felt bottom like this, but unfortunately it's got this massive crack in it all the way up here, which is a bit disappointing, but it's still kind of cool. Excuse the dust, but it's got like an insert thing in the center, so it is usable as a vase. Anyway, I think it's kind of cool. I think I'm going to try to sell it online. Knowing that it's damaged, I will probably only get a few dollars for it, but we'll see how it goes. It might be okay, maybe not. We'll find out. I assume it's a print. You probably can't see that with the light. There we go. This was hanging on the wall at my Nana's cottage. Her cottage looks nothing like that. I'm in Australia, but I think it's pretty. I think it's nice. I don't know whether it's worth selling though. It might be a bit too plain-ish. The frame is quite old, but I'm not sure how old. It's been hammered, the nails have been hammered into it to close it off. And I'm curious to find out what's behind there. Knowing my Nana, probably nothing, but I mean, there could be something in there. This has come apart, but I don't know. It's kind of old. I suspect that what's in it is not old at all. I don't know. Maybe tell me in the comments what you think about this, if you think this is something that you would like, whether you think it's worth selling or not. Yeah, let me know. I have a clown figurine. It's still in its box, although the box is very manky. It looks a bit sad. People collect clowns, I suppose. I don't actually have a collection of clowns, but I know a lot of people who do. There's one kind of clown that I came across once that I absolutely love, and it's actually a jester. It's in my auntie's house in Holland, and she has it sitting on the mantelpiece, like above the, I think it's above the fire, maybe a bookshelf or something. And he's really cool. I took photos of him while I was over there, but I don't think that I'll get to see him again. Maybe. We'll see. It is made in China. I think this might sell okay. I don't know if it's part of a particular collection or anything. I might take it out of the box and have a bit of a look. I mean, the box is pretty sad. Maybe I could get a few dollars for this. I mean, it's new. So it's not damaged. This one is not damaged. Maybe I could get, I don't know, $5 for it if I'm lucky. Maybe, maybe not. It might go in the garage sale pile. I think we will have a garage sale at some point in time and sell off all the things that are probably not worthwhile selling online. So the things that might make $2 or $3, which $2 or $3 extra is $2 or $3 in my pocket, and over the space of quite a lot of things, that could end up being a fair amount of money. I mean, it might be good. We'll see. I have a very plain shell soap dish. This also does not have any damage on it, which is good, but there is really nothing special about it. It has no manufacturer's marks on it. It has the remnants of a sticker just here, but I suspect that it's just a made in China, who knows what, picked up. Oh no, it does have damage. It has a little chip just there. I don't know if you can see that. Anyway, small chip. Probably not worth selling online. Maybe garage sale pile. Sorry, this is probably going to be very loud at your end because the paper is quite thick. It's the smelly mouse. Okay. This is a ceramic pottery mouse. It does not have any marks on it. Now, I'm not actually sure if it is or not, but I always thought that it was supposed to be like for incense, something that you would put nice smelling oils into, but it doesn't have an opening except for its eyes. And that's kind of a little bit, I don't know, morbid, I suppose, trying to put it into its eyes. Anyway, it doesn't have anything in it now. I can't smell any remnants of anything, but it's a cool little mouse. And it makes sense for it to be a smelly mouse because he's got his tail over his nose. I think it's cute. That could be worth a couple of dollars, I think. Maybe worthwhile selling online. I think somebody might like that. I quite like that, but I can't keep everything. And there's a lot of stuff. So I think that can be sold online. I have got some dolls. Dolls is not something that I'm used to. This is a Parisian doll. It's still in its original container. There's no markings on it. I don't know where it's actually from. My grandmother went on a holiday of Europe and the UK in 1948, just post-war, and then again I think it was in the 80s. So it's possible that this is something, quite probable in fact, that this is something that she picked up at some point over there. The container is a little bit cracked here, but the doll has no damage to it. It has tape that's holding the hat box onto her, which I'm not sure that would be original, but I don't think it's ever been out of the container. She's pretty. I think she might make a few dollars. It'd be nice if I knew a manufacturer. That would be good to add to this. But anyway, she is nice. I also have a Dutch doll. This was also from my nana's. My mum's side of the family is Dutch, but my nana, who this stuff has all come from, she's English. So this would have been something that she'd picked up overseas, more than likely, unless she happened to pick it up here in Australia, but I doubt it. Nice little Dutch doll. She's got the clogs on. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. Yep, there we go. She has clogs. She has traditional garb. She's nice. Her eyes open and close. There we go. You can just see that there. She has pretty blue eyes. No damage. She's cute. She might make a few dollars. Again, this is something I know nothing about. I'm going to have to excuse the dust that's on the bottom there. This was hanging on the wall at my nana's house again. Now it's wooden. The section in the middle, I think is a transfer of some sort onto there. I don't know if it's being glued on, possibly. It's got some cracking in the picture, but it's kind of cute. It's a Christmassy sort of scene. There's a girl with a banjo, I think, and some sheet music. There's one with a candle. There are 4 children in it. It's kind of cute. Don't know if it would make much money though. Possibly a garage sale item. I don't know. You tell me what you think about that, whether it's worthwhile listing. I don't know about that one. I like that it's wooden, but I'm not really sure that it's actually collectible as such. Let's get into some more wrapped stuff. It's noisy, sorry. Oh, now these are pretty. I don't know how many of these there are. I think there's 2. These are glass dessert glasses, I suppose you call them. I'm not sure what they're called. They have quite a nice etched, stop picking up my face, quite a nice etched design on it. Is it picking that up yet? Oh yeah, there we go. Has this ribbed feature all the way down through here to the stem and the base. Unfortunately, a small crack just here, which is a little disappointing. Let's have a look at the other one. This one appears to be good. And you can see the etched design there. Now it says something on the base here. Let me just have a look at that. Stuart? And it's got a number. I might have to look that up. I don't know what that means. I will search for those. Maybe they are something interesting. I mean, they're pretty. I like them. I think they're worthwhile selling online. What's this? Oh, I know what this is. I like this. This is a donkey planter. Isn't it gorgeous? It's got flowers on the cart. It's got a cute little face. I suspect that he was probably hand painted. The only bit of damage that I'm seeing here is just along the edge. There is some damage to the glaze. It's not particularly noticeable, but I will certainly make note of it in the listing. There's no marks on it. There is a number though. I think it's a 5288. I'm not sure what that means. I will have to research that as well. But I think that could make $5 or $10. I think he's really nice. Just have a quick drink. I'm drinking Milo because I'm hardcore like that. I'm really excited by this because I have no idea what's in here. Ooh. Okay, these are some glasses. Now I remember trying to look for these and I can't find any that are exactly the same. They've got this ribbed bit here. Struggling to get that to pick up on you. I mean, not on you, on the glass. So it's got this ribbed pattern at the bottom here. There are sort of 3 tiers there, and it's got gold bands all the way around it. Now, the ones that I did find of this style of set with the leaves and the grapes, which is a bit hard for you to see. There we go. The bit in the middle, the leaves and the grapes, is in white, whereas this is in gold. So I can't find any that are exactly the same. I can't find any marks on any of it, anything to indicate where it's from. I did try to find that out when I was putting these aside, but I'm pretty sure that I have got a set of 6 glasses and a jug, or a pitcher, I suppose. They look to be pretty good, these ones. I'm not seeing any damage yet. There's bound to be something. Everything seems to be damaged in some way. But I'll show you the rest of the set if we come to it. That might be the jug. Oh yeah, here it is. There we go. This is quite heavy. So that will factor into postage costs. Now the examples that I did find of this that are similar, again, not the same, I'm not sure of the manufacturer. If you know, please put that in the comments. They were, the sets that were similar to this were making $50 plus. So maybe I can get somewhere around the $50 mark for the set. And that would be amazing. I mean, these are things that I have no use for. They're nice, I like them, but I can't keep them. Don't have enough space. So that would be nice. $50 would be good. This might be more glasses. Oh yes, it is. So that is up to 4 glasses and the jug or the pitcher for this set. Again, not seeing any damage, not seeing any marks. Oh, it looks like there's a small manufacturer's defect in this one. There's a little bubble just where my finger is. Please focus on that. Yeah, you can see it just there. There we go. Yeah, a small bubble that's in the glass. That's a manufacturer's defect, it's not a chip. Certainly still functional. That won't find me again. There we go, there's me. See if I can find the other glasses easily while I'm at it. I do. Here we go, some more glasses of the same sort. So that is a set of 6 with the jug as well. I'll let you know if I've found any more glasses, but I don't think there were. I don't think so. Oh, that sounds like glass. What have we got? This is pretty. This is very dainty. It's thin. There we go. It's just going to rattle a little bit there. There we go. It has a nice etched pattern in it. It's the yellow glass, the amber glass. I can't see any damage on it. I think that's pretty good. It's got these dots that run down the side of it that had me a bit panicked for a moment there. There, and there. But they're actually part of the pattern. So that's okay, I can deal with that. So that will be difficult to ship from a packaging perspective because it's fragile. But I think it's worthwhile listening because it's really nice. Oh, I found more of these dessert glasses. More of the same pattern. See if you can see that. It's not finding it. There we go. So there are now 4 of those, so that makes quite a nice set. I don't know if there were any more of those. We'll find out. Oh, yep, I can see some already. Not seeing any damage, that's good. If my Nana had them, chances are they're fairly old because She was 94 when she passed away. I think it was 94. And she didn't buy much. Oh, this one's got a little boo-boo. Unfortunately, that one's got a little chip out of it. Just here. But that's okay. It's a usable set. It's not perfect, but it's nice. It's still nice. I like it. And hopefully someone else out there, maybe you, will like it too. It's a smaller one. A little bit here. Oh, this is just a nice little glass vase. It's a very small one. It's got a little handle on the side. Etched floral pattern. Can I get rid of the ring light? Not quite. It's cute. It's very small. I don't know any manufacturer for this. I don't know, maybe it's worth a few dollars. Maybe I could pair it with something else. I think there's another small vase in here as well. Might be similar. Maybe I could pair them together and it might make it worthwhile shipping it. But it's pretty, it's really nice, and I hope that somebody else out there thinks that it's nice too. I personally have a lot of vases, probably a few too many, but you know, I'm getting rid of some things, so that's good. It's progress. It's a start. This is so exciting because I can't remember what's in here. Okay, here's another little vase. It has a lot of gold. It's not actually gold gilding because it's not that expensive. It would be a very cheap piece, I imagine. It's pretty though. It's got flowers on it on one side and it's got fruit on the other. Unfortunately, where are we? There we go. Chip on the base. So that one might be a freebie. Throw it in with something that's similar that won't affect the shipping costs. The shipping cost with whatever I might happen to throw this in with will remain the same, but it might just be a little extra that someone else might like. Gets it out of my house. I'm not likely to make any money for this because of the damage. It's pretty, no markings, but it has damage. So I think I'll throw that in with something else. Maybe that other small little vase. That might work out okay. Oh. This is another vase. It's a little bit bigger, this one, but not massive still. It's got a bow and some flowers on the side of it. There's no manufacturer's name. No artist name, no details on it at all, but it's kind of pretty. I don't know, maybe it's worth a couple of dollars. Maybe I could pair that with the others. Maybe somebody will like that. It's a nice shape, small opening at the top, larger at the bottom, flowers will fan out, so maybe that will work for it. It's still kind of nice. Not fantastic, but it's kind of nice. You know. Okay, another item. Oh, I like this. This is pretty. This is a basket vase. It has a rose on it. It's blue. It doesn't have any markings on it, so I don't know who made it. It's got a chip on it, but it looks like it was there before it was painted or before it was glazed. Or there we go. Because the gold actually continues over it, so I suspect that it's actually a manufacturer's defect. The rose. Fun sponging myself. The rose actually does have a small chip on it. I thought that it was intact, but it's not. You can see it just here, it's got a chip there in the rose, but it's not particularly noticeable. I think this is worthwhile me listing online, possibly pairing with something else. That might work okay. It's still pretty, it still has quite a lot of charm to it. I don't know, it might be nice. When I'm out op shopping, these are things that I wouldn't normally pick up because they are damaged. If they're things like that that are not damaged for the right price, I would probably pick them up, but when it's not the right price. This is nice. I remember this. I remember my nana using this, and it is grotty. It is so dirty. I don't know if you can actually see that very well. I will give it a nice clean before it goes anywhere. Ah, actually, I think that's a manufacturer's defect too. I thought it had a crack in it, but it's actually sort of joined. So I think that's a manufacturer's defect. Maybe that's where a mold may have been joined or something. Oh, see the writing on the bottom here? This was hand painted. This is a hand painted piece. I called her Auntie Una, but she was actually a relative. Just a bit hard to describe how the family tree branches off. A relative. She used to get plates and vases and things, and she hand painted. She was actually really good. I love some of her stuff. I don't think that I'm going to hang on to this piece. It's nice. Knowing that it's painted by her does make me think, oh, maybe I should hang on to it, especially seeing as it's grotty. But, oh, I don't know. That's a tough one. Maybe I'll think on this one. I'll grab another piece of hers to show you. Actually, a couple of pieces. Hold on. Okay, first up I have these enormous jugs. These are massive. I think they're actually porcelain. Now these are a matching set, and she has painted them, hand painted them together the same. So this is one side, and the handle is gorgeous. Have a look at that. It is just phenomenal. I love these. I don't know where she got them from to decorate and paint them, but wow, what a find. And this is the other side with the beautiful purple flowers and the pink as well. And again, there's the initial. That's one. Very careful with them. And there's the other one. Again, same pattern. I'm sure that throughout my videos there will be quite a lot of Una painted items that will come up. Whether I'm selling them or not, they're gorgeous, and so it's really nice to share that with people. I'll go and put those away. Alright. Speaking of vases, this is a vase that also was my nana's. Now it's got a pattern on it that's very bamboo-like. It's a bit hard to pick up. Even in person, it's quite hard to see. I've taken some photos of this because this one wasn't in the box. This one I had out of the box. I took some photos of it, and it was actually quite hard to find a way to take the photo so you can see the etching that's in on it. Now it's got, I would call this a salt glaze, which is that textured glaze that's similar to like orange peel. It's got quite a bit of texture though, so I wonder if it's maybe something else. I am guessing that it's salt glaze. Anyway, it has Kelmar written on the bottom of it, and V62. Now Kelmar was the ceramic company, was created by Julius and Irene Kelmar, I think they were. They were Hungarians who moved to Australia, and they created ceramic products from the early 50s to the mid 60s. So this is a vintage piece. If this is theirs, which I think it is based on not being able to find any other references to Kalmar relating to vases and pottery. However, this is very plain compared to all of their other things. Most of the stuff that I've found that is theirs is very flamboyant, very in your face. It's like vases that are fish or really bright colours and things, whereas it's green. It's nice, it's got a very nice shape, it's quite tall, but it's not flamboyant like the others. So that makes me question it. If you know the answer to this, please put that down in the comments. But at this stage, I'm just running under the assumption that this is Kalmar, the ceramics, who made all of those really fantastic things as well. This is fantastic, just not quite as spectacular as the others, which this suits me better. I'm a bit of a plain Jane when it comes to furnishing and decor. I like plain things that are neat and don't take too much to clean. Alright. What else is in the box? Ooh, another jug. Now, I'm not sure if this has a set that goes with it. This has got, I think that's big enough, is it? This has got some frosted sections in it and some gold as well. I don't think that I looked this up to see where this was from, but it will be a vintage piece. It will have a fair bit of age to it. See if there's any more in the box. Maybe there are bits that match with this. If so, I mean, this could be a $20 group of items, or maybe not. Maybe this is a $5 jug. Maybe it's a $2 jug. Let's see what else is in there. See if we can find some more to go with it. There are things falling over in the box. This doesn't feel like it's glasses. Oh, it is a vase though. Well, we're on to vases. It has a massive flower on it. This is just dirty bits on the inside, which I will clean. I thought I had cleaned everything before I put them all away in this box, but apparently not. It's an art glass piece. There's a bit of the gold coming off on the flower, but otherwise it looks like it's in good condition, which is kind of impressive because most of these things with protruding elements to it, the petals or the leaves get damaged and they break off. But no, that looks like it's in good condition. I might have to research this and see if I can find anything similar to it, and if I can find a manufacturer or an artist, that might be good. It's quite nice. The shape on the outside is actually twisted. You can see it just sort of, it curls around on itself, so it's sort of a spiral. It's quite pretty. I think that's worth it. I will list that. A little box. Oh, sorry, that was loud. I don't know if this is silver or not. It's it looks like it might be silver plated in some parts, but I don't, there's no markings on it. I think it's probably silver plated. It's not particularly high quality, but it's nice. See, this is the base of it. It has a nice pattern to it. And I am a sucker for boxes. of various sorts. I mean, boxes are useful. You can hide things in them. You can reduce your mess with them. And they look nice. This is pretty. I have some nicer ones that came from my nana though, so it's not like I'm just chucking out everything. She had quite a lot of stuff, and I'm keeping the better bits that I like, that have a more sentimental sort of meaning to me. That one's not one of them. That one's okay, I can part with that one. On the inside of it, there was this tie clip. I don't know if that... I don't know what that means. I don't know if it means anything to anyone. It's kind of nice. Maybe in the garage sale pile though, or maybe as a freebie throw in with something similar, though I don't know that I would have anything that would be similar for this to go to. Didn't think that one through. I'll put that to one side again, maybe back in the box, then I'll know where it is. Okay. Ooh, this. Ooh, I like that. I'd totally forgotten about this. Have a look at this. This is a little vase. But at the top you can see it's curved. It's got like a little beaker shape to it. It has a really, really interesting glaze. That's really impressive. Although it's got these little indents on the side which look like maybe it once had a handle, which would make sense because it's opposite the little spout. Things are falling over in the box again. But all of the glaze, all of everything that's here that I can see is on top of where those ridges are where a handle might have been. So I wonder whether this was decorated after it was broken, or whether maybe it was a basic shape that had been changed. Maybe it's just a student piece and they used it as an example. It's definitely hand done. Have a look at that. There's the base of it with the swirling on the bottom. It's a handmade piece and it's really nice. I'm almost tempted to hang on to that, but I can't. I think that could make $5 to $8 perhaps. Oh, that's kind of cute. I don't remember this either. This is a little teapot. A little glass teapot. Maybe I'll have to do some research on this as well because I don't know anything about that. It doesn't have a lid. I don't know whether it would have ever come with a lid. I think perhaps it is maybe a candle holder. It looks like it's about the right size. Not a tea light candle, but maybe a taller one, but a wider one. But it's got this on the bottom of it, and I don't know what that means. If you happen to know, please do pass that on to me. But it is interesting. I can't see any damage on it. It's unusual. I've never seen anything like this before. Maybe I'm just not going out at the right places. Yeah, if you know anything about this or about that, please put that down in the comments so that I can learn, because I really like learning about these things, so that when I'm out and about at op shops and things, op shops, garage sales, you name it, that I know what I'm looking at and I can pick them up and then pass them on. Because that's great. I love finding interesting things. My Milo's getting cold. I must have been talking for a long time. On that note, I think we might wrap this video up here. There is definitely still a lot more in this box, like we're probably halfway through. So I will finish that one up there, this video up there, and in the next video I will continue sorting through the things that are in this box, and I have other boxes to go through as well. So we'll get to those at some point. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you again sometime soon. Bye now.